How many people we could lose to coronavirus are hard to fathom. Watching us under virtual lockdown inside somewhere.
I've never felt so close to death.
Every day we get updated figures of the number of COVID-19 cases here in the UK and the number of deaths.
Say that as of 9 a.m. on the 29th of March, a total of 127,737 have been tested. As of 5 p.m. on the 28th of March, yesterday, of those hospitalised in the UK, 1,228 have sadly died.
Hi, my name is Amy. I'm a film student here in the UK and I've been tasked with filming this video from home, actually, and talking about the positive stories that has come from our lockdown and time with the pandemic. Now, as a global issue, obviously it's getting away to us all, and 1 in 5 people in the UK feel lonely already before this lockdown. So if you're watching this and you're feeling lonely, I will leave some links in the description at the end of this video for you to go to and reach out to people who can help you, because that is an entirely different world out there and I know how it feels. So at this point, I just want to give you some stories to brighten your day and outlook on this whole pandemic, and I hope they help. Some major supermarkets have reserved some time at the start of their opening hours for the elderly, so they can spend as much time getting what they want from aisles and really just being able to go and get their shopping without having to worry about what they're going to get. Hand sanitizer is now like gold dust, and it is ridiculous. Like, Louis Vuitton in France, I'm pretty sure everyone in this generation knows who I'm on about, has said to the French authorities that he is more than willing to continue his chain of hand sanitizer for as long as it's needed. And a similar company in the UK called Brewdog, which is a brewery, have done the same. People also in Italy, when the virus hit them, started singing from their balconies because they were locked in their houses. And that's brilliant. And it was a trend that went global and viral in a matter of days. And lots of people were doing it. New York, Italy, some people in China. Like, that's insane. That's a community spirit, and I think that's what we need right now. Pollution as well has decreased in China and Japan and the UK, just globally really. China, India, Japan, their CO2 emissions have gone down by 50%. Ours have gone down by about 45% in 2 weeks. That's madness. To think that people in China and Japan now have more fresh air is incredible. Another thing about Italy as well, there were dolphins and swans that were returning back to their natural waters. I know a lot of people have seen like the Venice Canal videos. It wasn't Venice Canal, it was just off the coast of Italy. But that's still amazing.
Scappato il pesce. Minchia, mi tuffo la braccia adesso.
Cinghiali a Chieti, ragazzi, per il coronavirus.
The fact that this virus that's been so destructive can also lead natural mammals and animals to come out of their habitats and really just take over the land that was theirs before we colonized anything and start building on it. And I think that's really beautiful in a way, that whilst we're stuck in our houses and some of us still have to go to work and we're worried about everything, that there are these moments that we can just appreciate. Leyton Orient came up with a FIFA tournament that included 128 teams from across the globe, and they raised £100,000 towards getting equipment for NHS staff that are on the front line and medical staff that are on the front line, and that is incredible. All across the world, people are helping others, and the sense of unity that we're now having is unmeasurable. It is really amazing. Before, I think we had, I guess, so much freedom that we didn't know what to do with it, and now we're stuck in our houses, we don't know what to do. Our minds go blank, and I guess what I'm saying is you need to be creative in this moment, and we're in an age of technology. Without this camera in front of me and this tripod and this sound recorder, I couldn't do my work from home. I couldn't do anything from home. And it's difficult, believe me, but it's manageable. I can actually carry on with my course and hopefully pass. But we have access to Google, the internet. Everything is at our fingertips. So if you've got that equipment, there's really no excuse. And I know some people don't have the motivation, believe me, I get it. But tomorrow, if you don't have the motivation and you want to stay in bed all day, tomorrow is going to be exactly the same. And the next day, and the next, and the next week. Make the most of it. Call your family, call your parents, call your sisters, call your best friend. I'm a massive Dungeons and Dragons fan. On Monday night, I have a D&D campaign with my friends from university. If this lockdown persists, I won't see them again before I go away to the next year, but I've spent that time with them, and that means more than anything. In this horrible, horrible situation, I've still spent time with my friends. I've video called them, we played games. My other friend has a Nintendo Switch, so you play Use Your Words. We all video call and we have a laugh. I spoke to my friend in Finland the other day, and he was really, really nice. Haven't seen him in 2 years. It was great. We had a really good time. I spoke to a friend who I thought dropped off the face of the earth the other day, and that was amazing because he reached out to make sure that I was okay. This week alone, the UK had a massive surge of health volunteers for the NHS, for the British Red Cross, and that's amazing. So honestly, I applaud you. And on that line, we had Clap for the NHS last week. It was amazing. The atmosphere was amazing. I was just standing outside in my back garden, filming and listening to it all.
One!
And it went global. Everyone was clapping for the health workers. That's amazing. That is so brilliant. Supermarkets have done their best to try and restrict the flow of people in, make sure everyone can get what they need. Everyone should be looking after each other no matter what the age difference is, no matter who you are. Because at the end of the day, this virus breaks all barriers, race, gender, religion, everything. Because we're all human.